Okay. Andy 6, Black Veil Brides, and
the bus.
I'm
gonna put this mirror up.
Okay. Andy, what I really want to ask you is this. You have a vlog that you do called Never Give In. And, you know, I mean, you pretty much say it all. It's about shutting up and just being the person you already are. And you grew up in Kentucky. It had to be very difficult to be you as a child. So is there a particular moment you can pinpoint where you just snapped and realized, okay, I can do this. I can be, you know, rock and roll and all that?
See, honestly, there was never... The difficulty in being me or being a kid as I was not... It was never, like, based on being a weird kid internally, because I always thought that I just thought everybody else was wrong. You know, when other kids made fun of me, I was like, oh, they just don't understand what's cool. And so, I guess for me it was always the idea that I knew internally what I wanted to do, and that the end would always justify whatever I had dealt with. And you know, and just wanting to make sure that I could maintain being myself and being happy in who I was until I could inevitably get to the point that I wanted to be at. And now, fortunately, because of other kids that felt like me, and the fact that we now have a band that sort of speaks to that audience, I get to do what I wanted to do. But I would say that for most people, finding a moment in yourself where you realize more internally what you want to do, and that's when you can, ostensibly, that's when you can sort of like block out the rest of society, and you can get rid of all the other things that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. As soon as you can find what it is you want to do, whether it's just, even if not even career-wise, just who you want to become, and then ultimately, when you become an older person, or when you reach that point, then you're always striving for something, and then nobody can get in your way, because you have something that is the end that you want to get to. And you know, for me, it was just wanting to be in a band, wanting to mean something to people, wanting to write lyrics that meant something, and something that could resonate with people, and that's something that I'm still striving for. You know, I don't think, for me, there's no real, like, I'm not done yet, and I don't think I ever really will.
I don't think you're done. I think you're just getting started, Andy. That's the thing. Andy 6 of the Black Veil Brides is on record many times as saying that he would like for the Black Veil Brides to become the very biggest and very best rock and roll artists out there.
Definitely.
And I think you are well on your way to world domination.
And I've said this many times before. If you don't want to be the best at what you do, then you should just give up. Because if you don't want to be the best at something, then you're not striving for anything. And humanity innately is based on striving for something. If you're hungry, you go find food. If you want to do a job, you do that job. And you should never want to just kind of eat. You should want to eat the whole meal. You should never want to just kind of do your job. You should want to do it the best. You should be the best at everything. Yeah, I totally agree. All right, well, this has been Steve with a huge word of thanks once again to Andy and the Black Veil Brides. On the bus again. And every time we roll through Houston. A whole bunch of times. Andy 6 would say, never give in. I always say, shut up and just be the person you already are. It's the same thing. I think you get it, people. All right. Okay. Steve out.